Welcome to Newsfeed. Happy Eid al-Adha to all the Muslim brothers. My name is Linda Lela, and it's time for us to update you on what is happening on Matters News. And Muslims across the world are celebrating this year's Eid al-Adha amidst COVID-19. The celebrations this year will have no fanfare as has been witnessed before. Zainab Mohammed is following up on the celebrations and now joins us live from Jumia Mosque in Nairobi. Zainab, how is the situation there?
Well, thank you so much, Linda. We are currently at Jamia Mosque, where we've been following up the Eid celebration since morning. A lot of faithfuls are telling us that things are different this year. Many have decided to stay at home. Many places of worship have also closed down due to COVID-19. For example, here at Jamia Mosque, there was no Eid prayer that happened in the morning. The places that we actually saw that Eid prayers happened were places like South Sea and Isili, and many faithfuls had to go there in order to get to catch the Eid prayer. I'm currently with a Muslim here by the name Mohammed. He's a businessman here. He's also a Muslim who came here to try and catch the Eid prayer and was not able to find any due to the Jamia Mosque being closed. He's going to tell us his experience. Mohammed, habari yako?
Nzuri.
Eid ya leo imekuwa vipi?
Eid ya leo si mbaya, lakini iko tofauti na zingine. Kwa sababu nilikuwa nimezoea kuswali kwa kiwanja ama msikitini, nimepata msikiti umefungwa. Nilikuwa nimekuja kuswali nikapata umefungwa. Sasa nikaona tu nitaenda tu kusherehekea na watu wangu nyumbani. Nihitimishe hiyo Eid.
Unaonaje Eid ilikuwa tofauti sana?
Mkasa ilikuwa tofauti kwa sababu kila mtu anaswali kivyake.
Kuna message gani kwa Waislamu wote?
Waislamu wote naweza kuambia tu wavumilie na hiyo hali itarudi kawaida tu. Maombi tu ndio tufanye mingi. Fanye kwa wingi au maombi ndio Mungu atujalie tuwe sawa at long last.
Linda, as you can see, that is one faithful who was able to share his experience. Many of them sharing his sentiments, saying that Eid is different. They did not expect it this way. They have not gotten places to pray, and if there were, it took a lot of time because people had to pray in turns in order to ensure that they kept the COVID-19 set guidelines. If you can also talk to and show you some of the businesses here, people are saying things are slow. The businessmen are complaining that things are quite slow. There are no people who are buying goods. Maybe I can talk to a businessman here who's going to tell us his experience.
Museum.
It looks like he is shy. Maybe I talk to this guy over here. Habari yako?
Salama.
Biashara iko vipi siku ya leo ya Eid?
Ni biashara mbovu sana, na hata Eid ni kama haikufanyika. Na ni kwa sababu ya COVID-19. Na hii COVID-19 kwangu si ugonjwa kwangu, kwa nafsi yangu ni mtihani. Huu mtihani umemujia Mkristo na Muislamu. Kivipi? Tangu Daudi akiwa mtoto, Pasaka haijawahi kukoma na iliendelea mpaka leo imesimama. Vatikani uwanja umebakia mweupe. Na katika sisi Waislamu, toka Mtume Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam alipotoka duniani, hapakuwahi mpaka leo. Umra ilisimama, hija ilisimama, hata ziara ya kwenda Madina ilisimama. Na kwa wakati huu mimi naona ni mtihani. Maana kila kitu kilicho duniani binadamu kikifanya, nasema ni kwa jina la Mwenyezi Mungu. Leo Mwenyezi Mungu ameleta mshituko katika watu hawa, vimesimama vyote.
Thank you so much. Linda, as you can see, those are some of the sentiments the Muslims are sharing today, and many are just hoping that things will be better next year. Back to you, studio.
Well, thank you so much, Zainab, for the update. Such an historic, approach to that. But like you say, we all hope that things will be better as time goes by. Now, still on the same, Narok Muslims have joined other Muslims in the world to celebrate Eid al-Adha, ensuring they follow government directives in the mosque by sitting 1 meter social distance. Speaking after the Eid al-Adha prayer at Narok Town Mosque, Narok SUPKEM Chairman Ali Juma thanked the government for giving them a chance to celebrate and called on imams who are conducting these celebrations to follow government directives in combating COVID-19.
Sisi wa Kenya wote, Waislamu na ndugu zetu wa Kristo, tunashukuru kwa kuwa tumepatiwa hii wakati tusherekee pamoja. Hasa kipindi hii ya kuchinja inatuhusu sisi wote Waislamu na ambayo ni wa Kristo pia. Nataka pia kutumia Waislamu wenzetu salamu za Eid, na tuangalie sana wakati huu wa kipindi wa corona. Sisi Narok hapa tumesali tukifuata amri ambayo tumepatiwa na serikali. Waislamu wote wameosha mkono pale nje, tumepimwa temperature hapa ndani, umeona tuko na mita 1.5 kati yetu wote. Na ningependa tu kwa shauri maimamu wote misikiti zote Narok isiwe tunajilet down, kwa sababu serikali imesema amri hii ni sisi wenyewe kama viongozi wa kidini ndio tumeunda.
Mwenyezi Mungu ya kuwa hii ugonjwa wa COVID-19 tunaomba ya kwamba Mwenyezi Mungu ugonjwa hii COVID-19 itoke na iende, na tunaisema ya kwamba vijana nataka tuteleze amri vile serikali imesema, na tujipange kupigana na hii ugonjwa wa COVID-19. Na nasema kwa ndugu zangu Waislamu yote, Eid Mubarak. Assalamu alaikum.
All right, still on the very same note, Muslims pilgrims perform a tawaf circumambulating the Kaaba Black Masonry Cube in the center of the Grand Mosque and Islam's holiest shrine on the third day of Hajj, dramatically downsized this year as the Saudi hosts strive to prevent a coronavirus outbreak during the 5-day pilgrimage. Let's take a look at that. Well, we'll be working on that story later and we'll bring it to you. But that aside, on matters celebrating Eid al-Adha, let's cross over to a different story altogether that is being prepared. And of course, we update you on the same. Where exactly do we cross over to? Is this story on Kazim Tani? Because we have so much to in store for you. All right, now hundreds of youth in Nakuru County have today protested over what they termed as increased favoritism in the recruitment exercise by local administration officers in the ongoing Kazim Tani program. According to them, the youth from slum areas are being sidelined and their names are taken off the register and replaced by those with close contacts with the chiefs. We fix the two and we bring it back to you later. Now, the county government of Uasin Gishu and the police have given Boda Boda operators in Eldoret a 4 days ultimatum to identify culprits who set ablaze on a truck in Eldoret town 2 days ago. Uasin Gishu Deputy Governor Daniel Chemno and Uasin Gishu Police Commander Johnston Ipara issued the ultimatum after holding a meeting with Boda Boda operators SACCO's officials at the county headquarters. Chemno said that though the truck driver was wrong to try and escape after causing an accident, it was criminal for the operators to take law into their hands to set ablaze to the truck. Uasin Gishu Police Boss Johnston Ipara said that the truck driver had surrendered himself to the police after the accident and will be arraigned in court.
Kwa maana hiyo ni KCP, I think. Hiyo ni lori ambayo hajamaliza deni ama namna gani? Yeah. Sasa kama hajamaliza deni unamwekea mtu shida juu ya shida. Hatuwezi kukubali. Kwa hivyo tunasema tunawapatia hiyo time. Najua nyinyi mkijipanga na mimi najua nyinyi ni watu wa kujipanga. Jumatatu tutakuwa tumepata wahalifu. Na hakuna penye watatoroka. Area ya Kenya ni kidogo. 585,000 square kilometers. Na iko maji ya serikali kila mahali.
Jana alitokea. Dereva ya ile gari aliweza kujisalimisha katika kituo cha polisi cha Eldoret Police Station na upelelezi umeanza, na yeye atashtakiwa na makosa yake ya kusababisha kifo, na wale waliohusika na kuchoma gari pia kupitia kwa uhusiano wetu na bodaboda wataweza kushikwa na watafikishwa mahakamani. Kwa hivyo mambo mengi ya kusema pengine lile au lili, hapana.
Na tumekubaliana kwamba pamoja na idara ya usalama kwamba kwa masaa machache, ikienda sana siku 2, tutakuwa tumesaidiana mpaka tushike aliyechoma lile gari.
Well, away from that unfortunate occurrence, matatu operators in Nyeru County have opted for ferrying goods instead of passengers, claiming they are operating with a new normal capacity of 60% of passengers as directed by the Ministry of Health in consultation with the Ministry of Transport, as Eli Logova now reports.
The small number of people willing to travel has pushed matatu operators in Nyeri County to shift into ferrying goods in order to survive the harsh economic times. The operators are now counting losses as they cannot meet their daily targets as it was before the pandemic.
Abiria wamekuwa wachache, hakuna watu wanakubali kusafiri. Tunabeba tu mizigo, most of the abiria huwa wanatumana tu mizigo. After bereni unapata kitu kama 50. Unapata kitu kama 15,000, 18, but siku hizi unapata kitu kama 8, 7, 6 juu hakuna customers wanaenda.
The matatu operators have, however, noted their compliance to all the regulations issued to them, though their buses cannot attain the required number of passengers under the new regulations of ferrying 60% passengers, as only a few people are willing to travel.
Kumekuwa na changamoto juu abiria hawatembei. Ile kitu inahusika sana, huwa wanatumania mizigo, kama ni chakula inatumwa kutoka Karatina ikielekea Nakuru. Kuna wengine wanatoka Nakuru wakitumia watu wao mizigo huku. Kwa hivyo hakuna hiyo kasi mingi ya kusema ati kuna watu ya kubeba. Watu ni wachache juu hata gari saa hii haijai. Watu hawapatikani ile percent umepewa 60%.
Traders have also opted to transporting their products using matatu, saying they cannot risk traveling to several places for fear of contracting COVID-19.
Kwa sababu hata mizigo inachunwa na wenyewe wanaweka kwa barabara, inakuja inachukua, halafu inaniletea hapa Karatina. Halafu kutoka hapo nachukua naweka kwa lori, inaenda hadi Nairobi. Sana sana kama wakati huu wa corona sitembei mahali. Mimi natoka tu nyumbani na kuja Karatina na ngojea mizigo yangu na inawekwa kwa lori mpaka Nairobi.
Eli Logova, TV47, Nairobi.
Thanks, Eli, for that report. Now, private school owners in Uasin Gishu have called on the national government to list teachers from the private sector among vulnerable groups in the fight against COVID-19 and give them some grants. The owners, led by Dr. Doris Hatete of Eldo Baraka School in Eldoret, said that the closure of schools has negatively impacted private schools who have gone for months without payment. Dr. Hatete said that private schools fully depend on the operations to generate revenue to meet teachers' salaries and other operational costs.
Since the time of Corona, we have been out of job, we have been staying at home, and life has been very difficult, especially some of us who have big families.
Bidi tu sasa tufanye vibarua vidogo vidogo vya kazi za sulubu ili tuweze kufanya na kufanikiwa kimaisha. maisha imekuwa ngumu sana kwetu. Tunaomba sana serikali tusaidie.
These are the people who have been sent on compulsory leave or unpaid leave since the schools cannot be able to sustain them. My appeal to the government is to just assist private schools, maybe through grants, so that teachers can be paid, even if it were half the rate or the salary. This can be able to sustain them.
When the Portuguese multinational group has injected 350 million shillings into the Kenyan automotive industry, according to Salvador Caetano Group, the aim is to support the president's Big Four agenda in manufacturing and job creation and skills training.
This is a brand new vehicle, a second-hand vehicle from our used division. All our vehicles and the brands that we're currently looking after are Renault, come with a 3-year, 100,000 kilometer warranty. The Hyundai come with a 5-year, 100,000 kilometer warranty. You buy the vehicle from us, new or used, and we can do the complete aftercare for you. You choose to service a vehicle at your preferred outlet or at a location closer to you, or if you're a bit of a petrol head, you want to do it yourself, we also sell spare parts over the counter. And this includes the current models that we're selling, plus the models from our brands that were sold previously by previous dealers in our market. So you get in touch with us, give us your VIN number, give us the details of your Renault or your Hyundai, and if we don't have the service parts available or a component or a body panel, we will make sure we bring it into the country, deliver it to you or collect from our facility in the shortest time possible.
That story takes us for a short break. Be sure to get more after this break. And welcome back. Now, a section of members of parliament of the Mount Kenya region are blaming Raila Odinga over the standoff, claiming that he did not whip his members. A section of ODM senators voted to drop the amendments tabled by Majority Whip Irungu Kanayanta. Let's take a look at that.
President is not an DC or a county commissioner, my friend, or a commissioner or a minister. He has a lot of work. Anaweza kuwa inaccessible, but there is, he can create time. Hiyo sio honja kubwa kidogo, hiyo inakuwa discussed. He should avail himself for that one. But when you find the rights of Orengo complaining, wewe ndio unatakikana ujijazie. Hiyo si ni mpaka we have to put our house in order. So
And back to the story, Muslim pilgrims performed tawaf circumambulating the Kaaba, a black masonry cube in the center of the Grand Mosque and as Islam's holiest shrine. On the third day of Hajj, dramatically downsized this year as the Saudi host strive to prevent a coronavirus outbreak during the 5-day pilgrimage. Let's take a look at that. All right, now experts from the World Health Organization are assessing the handling of coronavirus pandemic as a key committee prepares to meet today to discuss COVID-19's emergency status 6 months after it was declared. The World Health Organization on Thursday warned Africa against easing coronavirus restrictions as the number of infections on the continent has doubled in the past 1 month. World Health Organization Regional Director for Africa, Mashidi Moiti, said as a virtual news conference that WHO is concerned that there is a likelihood of an increase in cases. More than 20 African countries have recorded more new cases. Increases also reported in Kenya, Madagascar, Nigeria, Zambia, and Zimbabwe.
Any recommendations that you regret or any actions you wish you'd taken earlier to have changed the course of this, or do you think that you've done what needed to be done?
So I think that what we are learning is that these tools work. These tools over and over again, if they are implemented, they work. Let me just add one point. I think traditionally WHO provides a global service in the area of global goods. You know, we've just hit the 6-month mark of the time where we declared this pandemic a public health emergency of international concern, which is the highest level of alert that we have under international law. And it has been a pretty incredible 6 months that we have seen. I think we can characterize the response globally as mixed. We as an organization acted immediately. We mobilized ourselves on the day we were alerted to this and mobilized all of our forces to act and to inform. And we really saw countries that took an aggressive approach, countries that took an all-of-government comprehensive approach.
Well, now, the streets of central Harare are empty as soldiers and police patrol to enforce a ban on protest. Demonstrators had been set to take to the streets to protest against alleged state corruption and the deteriorating economy. Organizers say the demonstrators originally planned to protest alleged government corruption, but are now targeting the ruling party ZANU-PF using the hashtag ZANU-PF Mutsugo. Tensions are rising in Zimbabwe as the economy implodes. Inflation is more than 700%, as the second highest in the world. President Emerson Mnangagwa has described the planned protest as an insurrection to the overthrow of a democratically elected government. He has warned that security agents will be vigilant and no high alert.